Hey my little minnows, this is Jamie's Baskerville Crafts, and today we are working on Pippy from Rokari. I did the kit up in a previous video. We've been working on this throughout the month of January for Pink and Black 2026. Put on by Mushmallow and Craftiest Kristen. Mushmallow's channel is Dark and Creepy Diamond Painting. So this channel is about diamond painting, cross stitch, little bit all, you know. Cats are around me. Now Brutus is wanting out. As usual, per the usual. Been working on getting this bedroom situated. Moved the big shelf in here. We had Snowmageddon. Basically, we had around a foot of snow. So, yeah. We have not lost power yet, knock on wood. The temperature today, our high was 25 degrees Fahrenheit. Boss had to use the pickaxe to break the ice on Mom's porch. He took a fall last night out on our back ramp. So it's been, yeah. Yesterday our propane was acting rather weird. I have glue dots in here and they are not wanting to cooperate, I guess because of the cold. So I hope everybody is doing well. This is going to be a little update-ish kind of video. There's been some drama happen. There's been doctor's appointments. There's been stuff that, yeah. So, let's get started, y'all. If you do not enjoy my content, I understand. I am an individual that, yeah. I have a very, personality. You either like me or you don't kind of personality. So, I greatly appreciate the subscribers that I do have and enjoy the watchers, and I greatly appreciate everybody that does watch my content. Okay. Y'all ready for this? Anyway, you know me. I'm going to break out in song. Let's see. Last week, as most of you all know, I have been trying to give updates regarding Boss and his hip. Well, we went to the ortho that saw me for my elbow and sent me for more testing. And she really gave me faith back in the humanity of doctors. And I told her that at his doctor's appointment. Colton, get off that curtain now. Because I was to the point where I was just going to live with that mass in my elbow. Right. Okay, this is about Boss, not me. Alright. Anyway, we don't know. She doesn't know if it's his hip, if it's his low back, if it's his knee, or if it's his foot. So, he had the EMG early 2025, I want to say. Colt, you are not a monkey. Quit tearing down my curtain. Sorry, y'all. It's protecting y'all from the cold. Now quit. Okay. Trying to keep my focus here. Anyway, so she did some manipulation of the leg. She saw where he had his MRI of his low back and an EMG, which is, the EMG is the electro whatever for the nerve. It tests how fast the nerve travels from one point to another, and there's certain guidelines that have to be met, blah, 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 blah. Okay, well, we have never got back the results, excuse me, from the EMG. Well, she got to looking, and there are no results from the EMG. Even though they jabbed him with needles for over an hour, there's still no results. So, she kind of, So, what we're going to do is, since all of this started happening after and around about whenever he had his neck surgery, we're going to see their spine surgeon, their spine specialist, and get new imaging of everything. And Boss is extremely claustrophobic now. We don't know if he woke up during one of his surgeries. We don't know. The man, yeah. But, I can't say what he used to do, but yeah. Anyway. He no longer can be in the tube without medication. Okay, there is that. So what they are going to do is they are going to do injections in his hip the first week of February. Okay. So, yay, yay on that. If it gives him some relief, gives him a new outlook on life, gives him more energy, let's do it, right? I don't know what's going on with the flipping glue dot. So, got an itchy, sorry. Ow, 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 ow. Itchy hurts. Anyway, I'm all over the place, per usual. I have been feeling stuff creeping on my skin, and there is nothing there. So, yay. Hi, Dad. Yeah. Anyway. My dad's been dead since 2008. So, there is that. Anyway. I just say that because I don't want to anger the spirits. You know what I mean? Okay. Let's get back to the drawing board. Oh, I don't know how to count today, apparently. Anyway. So, after that appointment, we had to go to another appointment. It's on the same campus. Okay, it's just like a block away. But in that time, Mom sent me pictures. I'm like, what the hell is that? I mean, why are you sending me pictures of pipes? Her hot water heater started leaking. So, and I know I've mentioned this in another video, but this is going to get more in depth on that because I just touched the high spots. Okay, so, because there's been lots of shit happen. Per usual, because I can't, nothing. We still don't have hot water because it is underneath of our trailer. And right now, outside is ice. And we can't get underneath the trailer and not risk freezing the pipes from the air and stuff flowing in underneath of the trailer. So we have to wait until the temperatures break in order to try and get our hot water fixed. I don't know about splitting the floor and doing it that way. I don't know. I don't know. It's still got a lot of cold air in the house anyway. We don't have central heat and air. We use space heaters and radiator heaters to warm our home, our trailer, because that is our home. Anyway, okay, so in between Boss's doctor's appointments, Mom let us know that her hot water heater was leaking. Okay, She couldn't get it turned off because her ex never put in a shutoff valve to the hot water tank. So that she was using a pan and whatever she could to just collect the water to not let it go on the floor, and yeah. So, and it's like, okay, just let us get this other appointment done and we'll be home. So go to the other appointment, the audiologist. Yeah, he is completely deaf in both ears. So that's why he always says, whatever. Even though it irritates the piss out of me. Because if he can't see my lips, he can't read my lips. Even if I'm talking to him. Alright? I got my light board. Or light, yeah. So. Now. We've got... So we have his hip injections. He has to be... They were going to contact the insurance and see what was going to happen with that. We've had our hot water leak. So we have no hot water in our house. We have no hot water in Mom's. They want Roger to go to therapy, PT, for his hip, I do believe. So if they don't offer the therapy that Boss needs where I'm going, I'm flipping. Because, yeah. At least we got some answers. More questions, but still some answers, right? Okay. As for me, I have been stressing about my testing and about my blood work. And now, for Boss's appointments, we left at 9 a.m. that morning. We didn't get home until 3 or 4 that afternoon. And then we had to come in. You know, we were dog-ass tired by then. Boss had to get the pecs cut, the fitting fitted, get that done. And it's not 1/2 inch what it should be. It's 3/4 inch. It's like she doesn't need that big a line going into the house. And of course Brutus is going to start barking. So it's just another freaking headache. We are probably going to go to, there's a truck stop near here to where we can grab a shower. Because we have co-pays and yeah. So we gotta watch that wallet. Which is okay. It's not like we haven't roughed it before. I've got, propane, which was giving me an issue yesterday. But Boss thinks that's because it was so cold. I think our high yesterday was 9 degrees Fahrenheit. Get off my finger. Get off my finger. So there is that. But Mama's hot water heater is off, and the water is now not flowing to it. So that's a good thing. So then we got the day that I did my testing and my blood work. Well, let's see here. Kids, leave the room. I fucked up on my days. Okay. I thought that my testing was on Wednesday. It wasn't. It was on Thursday, the same day that I had my appointment with my doctor, blood work, that kind of thing. So now I'm super stressed. I mean, like, super stressing. And let's see here. Got the blood work done. And then blasted ass up north to get up to the other appointment. Stopped by Popeyes. I wanted me some popcorn shrimp, dang it, because I hadn't eaten since like 9:30 that previous night, even 10 o'clock. I don't remember what time it was. And it was noon by the time, or 11:30 by the time that I made it Northside. I was hungry, y'all. So I stopped by Popeyes. I wanted me some popcorn shrimp, right? They didn't have any. So I was like, oh, they're supposed to be good chicken. So I got the chicken strips. Yuck. I don't get the hype. The best thing was the biscuit. The coleslaw absolutely was disgusting. I don't know what was in it. It was just nasty, though. And on top of all this running, these 2 appointments, we were still trying to prep for the snow. Boss and Mom got the ACs done, covered, got the generator out, got it fired up, got it prepped and ready. Thank God we haven't had to use it. Knock on wood. Car. Yeah. Anyway, I'll get to the car. So get up there, and you know I'm literally in tears because I knew my blood sugar was going to be high, or my A1C was going to be high. Yada yada, right? And I'm stressing because the storm's coming in. I got to drive in traffic. A lot's happening that day. Because Friday morning, the storm was supposed to be rolling in, and yeah. So I was like, well, we need to get down and get propane, and when I get back, we'll just run up to the city, or to the next town, and get propane or whatever. So on my way, I got my testing done. It was 360 multiple choice, well, true false questions. Okay. And then it was a packet of paperwork. And then it was another 200 and something questions. And then I had the in-person testing. Hi, Brutus. So, what are you doing, Bubba? Go lay down, buddy. The pups knocked him off the ramp earlier, the back ramp. Yeah, I know, Brute. So he got a pill earlier. Let's see. I blasted ass home because I just wanted to be home. I was in traffic, you know. I got home and the shit started. I'm just going to put it that way. Boss wasn't in a good mood because I switched up his plans, but he switched up mine too. He didn't communicate with me. And I was like, come on, you know, hop in. We'll go get the fuel in the car, or go get fuel in the gas can for the generator and the gas. And there was some there was a not so nice tone used. And since then he has apologized, because I don't like driving in traffic. I was alone. I was in the city by myself, up in a not so good part of town. lot of shootings and stuff up there, or pew-pewings up there. Let go of my finger. I didn't get a hug. I didn't get any of that. I'm throwing him under the bus. He's gonna know that he knows it. But he was stressing himself out because I wasn't at home the whole day. My dad would do the exact same thing. Until I got home and he got home, and then I explained to him what he didn't know. I was upset. So I explained to him my plans, that you changed my plans, that, you know, you said this and this and this, and I didn't deserve that, that, you know, we were supposed to do this as a team, and blah, 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 right? Oh. Hi, printer. Welcome to the land of the living. So it was not so good that day whenever I got home, on top of everything else. So it was bad. And then I started getting my test results and the tears started flowing. Y'all, as y'all know, I have PCOS. I am insulin resistant. I have endometriosis. I've got a lot of issues. Okay? A lot of issues. And I'm doing my best to get my life back in order to where I oh shit, where'd that draw? Yeah, that draw just flew. To where I can have a decent quality of life. Alright? Okay. Well, my blood sugar at the doctor was 113. I went a little berserk. Because I hadn't eaten since, let's say, 10 o'clock the night before, 9:30, 10 o'clock the night before, and I was drinking water. I didn't take my vitamin because I didn't want to throw off my blood sugar. I was drinking a little bit of water in order to keep my sanity, right? And it's like, why is my blood sugar so high in the mornings? So we're still, endocrinologists should be able to help with that, because we still don't know what's going on with that. I've got every symptom of Cushing's disease, or Cushing's syndrome, whatever it's called. Nope, it is that. Okay, could not see that. So we're going to figure that out. Oh, come on now. Where's your little self in there? Come on. Pick up. Mr. Telephone. Let's see. What else? What else? The testing that I went to, I had to play with blocks. I had to do pictures. I had to do like memory recall kind of stuff. I had to do a 14-minute thing on the computer that was, you had to hit the space bar every time you saw a letter except for the letter X. I bombed that thing. So, where'd that drill go? So there is that. I haven't got an appointment yet to go over the results of that. I do have the rest of my blood work back. I'm happy, not happy, you'll understand here in just a minute. Anyway. So, I keep getting messages from, you got a new test result. You got a new test result. You got a new test result. So I am literally in panic mode. I every time that little text message that I get goes off, I'm giving myself panic attacks is what I'm doing. Because I'm so worried about these test results. The medical test, or the blood results. What did you do to my canvas? I'm gonna have to clean that. Yeah. Yep. I don't have any baby wipes here. What in the hell did y'all do? I have no sticky there. I'll have to get... Yes, Brutus. Lay down, buddy. You need to go in there with Daddy. Anyway. So on top of that whole entire day being super, super stressful, I start getting these results in, and I'm so panicked that I can't keep the tears from falling. And I get my cholesterol back, and it's good. My, the one that's supposed to be, I guess the HDL is 88, and it's supposed to be under something. My other one is 157. My total cholesterol is 157. It's supposed to be under 200. I'm getting to the A1C, y'all. I'm getting to it. I am on Trulicity. I haven't lost any weight because there's something going on with my brain and my stomach that my brain, it doesn't matter if I eat a meal, I'm still hungry. Or it feels like I'm still hungry. And I shouldn't be. I shouldn't be having those cravings, right? Okay, so we gotta talk to the endocrinologist about that. I'm forcing these to stick. I don't know about getting that one to stick or not. Come on, baby. Don't say baby. Okay, there we go. So, got the cholesterol back. Cholesterol's good. It was all high. My triglycerides are a little high, but, I eat a lot of red meat. I do. I like meat. My ferritin is good. My B12 is good. My A1C, here we go. Hopefully everybody's still paying attention. My A1C in March of 25, sorry. Of 25 was 7.4. Okay. As of my current blood work, and this is over Thanksgiving, over Christmas, over New Year's, I didn't watch anything I ate. Whatever I saw, I put in my face. I didn't watch my sugar. I didn't watch my sugar. I didn't watch carbs. I didn't watch nothing. Okay. My current A1C is 6.1. So, the doctor messaged me and like, you're good. We'll see you in 6 months. It's like, hell to the yeah. So, I did all that worrying for nothing, but, it's still... And that's what I try to explain to boss. It's like, it feels like I let everybody down, because that's just how my brain processes this stuff. Because it's like, I'm supposed to meet this standard, or, I don't want to be the typical person that's a diabetic. You know what I mean? And the weight's not coming off. It's still just holding on for its dear life. So we're switching my pain meds around, giving me meds to help me go to the bathroom, because that has stopped. That's a P-aid. They are upping the Trulicity to see if that will stop the hunger, or my brain from saying, hey, you need to eat more, or we don't know what's going on. We're hoping the endocrinologist can help with that. But that night I felt like there was a weight off my shoulders. I hear you, Toby. Apparently your daddy is asleep. Because, where he slept last night, he jarred his back pretty good. So, there's that too. We are not supposed to be above freezing until Thursday afternoon, I think. Friday afternoon. No, Wednesday or Thursday afternoon. And I've got to be at the endocrinologist at 10 a.m. And then the next day he's getting the injections in his hip. And then, hi Brutus, just shove me out the way, son. Get under there. I know the desk is bigger. Yeah, there you go. Let's see. He has his injections on Friday. We have another Arctic Blast coming in this weekend. Yeah. That's just, yeah. Oh. And the family drama. You ready for this shit? I have always been the one. I've been the black sheep. I have been the one ridiculed. I have been... Oh, it's just Jamie. She'll understand. Well, I'm not trying to hurt your feelings, but you need to lose weight. Blah, blah, blah. You're unhealthy. You're this. You're that. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. That's how it's been my whole life. And it's... There was a reason. Okay, the endometriosis, the PCOS, all this stuff contributed to my weight gain. And instead of being an advocate for hormonal issues, it was, oh, you're eating too much. You're putting too much in your body. You're not working out enough. You're not doing this enough. You're not, yada, 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 yada. Okay? Well, the other night, we were talking, and I shared a photo of, well, we were talking about injections. And we were talking about babies getting immunized. And I don't believe that babies should have to get stabbed with all this shit before they are the age of 2. And I just so happened to say the number 70 just out. I know it wasn't 70. It was just a term. And I got, they don't get shots by, no, it's 23. I know how many there was, or 20, by the time that they're 2. And I believe this. I believe that the parents should have a choice. I mean, I understand like the polio and all this stuff, right? But there's some things in there that, yeah. But anyway, that's, like I'm saying, this is my opinion. Y'all, that set off yeah. That set it off. Because there was a few words exchanged the day before about mental health. And that came into play too. Because I said that I have something wrong with my brain. There's something blah, 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 blah. And I got laughed at. Or the whole, well, we've all got something wrong with our brains. And I said, I don't appreciate that. And that's, don't contact me, blah, 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 blah. Okay. You got it. Because I had asked her to take me out of their group chat the day before, or a couple days before. Just take me out of your group chat because I don't want to hear it. I don't want to listen to you. I don't want to talk to you. I'm done. Whenever I say I'm done, Okay. Where is that at symbol? Okay, it's up. Okay. So, I let her speak her piece. I let her send all her links and her this and her that, and everybody's entitled to their own opinion. Okay? But have enough respect for me to let me state mine. Don't shut me down. If I let you state your opinion and all, and all your I'm trying to be respectful. I don't know why. Because it's not like people respect me. But I am trying to be respectful. Still to this flipping day. Because that's who I am. Well, that's who I was taught to be. Because I am respectful. I don't stand up for myself. I have, like I said before, I've been belittled, manipulated, he's under my desk, y'all. Any and everything that can happen to a person has basically happened from a family member to me. I didn't need outside sources. I had family to do it for me, to teach me who to trust and who not to. Okay. It boggles my mind that a person that says they love and care about another human being can think so little of them and their opinion. And I'm not stating her side. I'm just telling you what I said. I made a 40-minute video of just me talking to you all that I probably won't post because there's some things said in there that would probably hurt some people's feelings, but the truth is the truth. And I don't want to continue to instigate this because it's all in Mom's ear. and mom don't need the bullshit. It's like, we are two grown-ass women. If you can't come to me and talk to me, you don't need to talk to my mom. Just because you think you're more educated than everybody in this fucking world, and you're not. You know, it... And I just, you know, that should have been a conversation that shouldn't have ended up like this. But it did. Toby. Mama raised her voice, so here come the pups. And I'm sure, and I'm going to let mom see this video, and I'm sure it's going to get back to mom if she watches it. She's going to... him hauling blah 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 blah. Poor me, poor me. No. Sorry. Sorry, not sorry. But for once in my life, I stood up for myself. I didn't need anybody in my corner. You know, I apologized to my mom for dragging her into it. Because I don't like confrontation. That doesn't mean I won't do it. But I am an Aquarius, and I will put you on your knees with words. I don't like being that person. But because I keep that close, you know, I keep that, I don't let that part of me go. It's, unless you really, really piss me off, nobody will ever see that. It's, I don't understand. You know, I'm supposed to go to these links and read and educate myself. But if I put a link, oh, that's just that blah 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 blah. That's just bullshit. You can't believe everything that's posted on Facebook. Blah 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 blah. That's not on Facebook, but okay. That just goes to show that you didn't go to the link. You didn't try to teach yourself something besides what the government told you. So, and I would rather have my sources, you know, have 3 or 4 different sources that are saying the same thing than to have one source be the one saying the one thing. You know what I mean? It's kind of like the news. Because there was a thing put out that all the news stations were putting out the exact same propaganda at the, you know, it was just force feeding us the same thing over and over and over again. And it was the same exact terminology. And I don't know I may lose followers over this, but I hope I don't. I hope you guys understand. I'm not coming after y'all. I just wanted my point to be heard. You know, to be respected as an adult, as somebody that's educated herself. That, yeah, you know, it's, I'm supposed to get a job. I'm supposed to do this. I'm supposed to lose weight. I'm supposed to do it all. I'm supposed to be this fucking miracle worker, and I'm not. I'm a human being. And, yeah. It's just, it absolutely boggled my mind that, you know, a meme or a website could piss somebody off that much because I have a differing opinion. So, you know, I want to know. I don't have children, but that doesn't mean that I don't, you know, read about kids that have had certain vaccines and ended up being autistic, being turned into a vegetable because of what they put in the injection or in the shot or whatever. And I know it doesn't happen to everybody. But there again, it still happens. So why not be educated about it? You know what I mean? That's all I was trying to say. And yeah. It's just, yeah, that was very enlightening. Because it's like, oh, and it was I spoke about Boss being sick whenever, you know, I took him up. He was an over-the-road truck driver, and he got sick. He was very, very ill, right? And he was in the truck. Okay, so he was on the yard. He was at the facility, and he went to the nurse, and he had a 100-degree fever. Blah 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 blah. She gave him the flu shot, even though he had the flu. I was home. I was 2 hours away from him. I just dropped him off and got home. And he said, "I'm dying in my truck. Can you come get me?" So me and Granny, me and my little passenger princess Granny, we jumped in the car and we went back up and got him. And he slept the whole way home. Or slept the whole 2 hours home. And, you know, I got reprimanded for saying, you know, one of my other family members was sick. And I said, do not get the flu shot if you are sick. That's all I said. Don't get the flu shot if you are sick. I got the 10th degree over that. Well, if your temperature is below 100, blah, 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 blah. It's like, if a person is sick, I don't recommend them getting shots to begin with. You know? You're putting a foreign body in your body, and you're sick. Your immune system is already compromised. You know? I mean, y'all do you. But I'm like, please, you know, do a little more research on. I was telling another family member this. Do your own research on if you want to get this, because of my personal experience. And you know that's what got started the day before. Or 2 or 3 days before, and then it was all this laughing about my mental health and, you know, making it seem like, oh, there's nothing wrong with you. No. I'm sorry, there is something wrong with me. And I'm trying to be proactive. Granny died from dementia. Okay? She had a lot of strokes. My dad's mom had strokes. I don't know what she died from. I don't know if she had dementia or Alzheimer's or whatever. It's important to me, and that's all that matters, is that it is important to me to know that my cognitive mental health is where it needs to be. I was told 10 years ago that I had a moderate cognitive impairment. 10 years ago. So, for a person to be so insensitive as to laugh at that because, oh, it's just so funny, right? That's just absolutely flipping hilarious that I think there's something wrong with my brain. That, you know, and everything else. The PCOS is affecting other things, and you know, there's a whole menagerie of things that I'm trying to get sorted out. Hi, Happy. And it's just, you know, I just can't sometimes, and I'm trying. And oops, sorry, Brutus. I just, y'all, I don't want Mom. I'm an adult. If you no longer want to talk to me, excuse me, pardon me, just tell me. Just man up and say, hey, I don't like your point of view. You know, I wish it was different. Blah, 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 blah. Whatever. I don't care. If I can't find the support that I need inside my circle, you're no longer in my circle. Hi, Javi. I know, buddy. Mama's okay. It's my counselor told me, set your boundary lines and set them deep. Because people will find a way to wiggle in if you don't set that fence deep. And if you don't hold that line, then they will continue to do exactly what they did, maybe in a different way, maybe in a different context. What if it's, oh, Jamie needs to lose weight. Oh, Jamie's not losing any weight, even though she's taking all this medication, or she's abusing the medication, or she's not using it right, or she's just overeating and that's why she's not losing weight. You know, that's the kind of shit that can come back on me. I realize that. But I am doing it the way that I'm supposed to. No, I didn't watch my eating over Christmas and Thanksgiving. From Thanksgiving until Christmas, I was sick as a dog. Yeah. But my A1C has dropped 1.3 points. 1.3. So I'm trying. I can't help that my body hates itself. There's nothing I can do about that. Other than what I'm trying to do. And because I am not the standard textbook weight. You know, I'm not a size 4 or a size 6 or whatever. I'm obese. I know this. I don't need to be told this. I look in the mirror and I see it. I don't even need to look in the mirror and I see it. I don't need it rubbed in my face. I need support. I'm not a... Children, leave the room. I'm not a fucking child. I'm a grown-ass woman. I have dealt my own battles. I have beaten my own battles. I have fought myself to be here. And to be my opinion and what I've been through mean absolutely nothing. Nothing. Just, you know, screw off, because that, yeah, I live the high life and yada yada yada. That don't fly with me. You don't know the battles that I have been through. You know some of them, but you don't know them all. You know, the whole, I've told some of them. The whole finding out that my aunt had sex with my husband at the time, and then blamed it on alcohol. You know, this is stuff that goes back to my core, that, you know, she was there my whole life, and she hated me my whole life. So there's that. Yeah. And I got on my soapbox, and I stayed on that soapbox. Sorry, y'all. But I had to get that off my chest. And Mr. Hattie's here to make sure that I'm okay. It really upset me because, like I said, I don't like confrontation. I never have. I probably never will. My therapist is supposed to be helping me be more assertive. But I think that me having the skill set to defend myself, even though I don't think I should have to defend myself against family members. Ouch. Hi, Ryder Spider. That hurt. You got a dirty nose. Come here. Let's get your nose boogies. Get your nose boogies. Get them dirty old nose books. What is that? Is that Mama's cup? Huh? Is that No, don't. You're not getting on the printer. You little printer hog. Yeah. But my babies are like, you need to stop. So, thank you for listening. If you made it this far, thank you. I greatly appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. What the hell was that? That just popped. What just popped? I don't know what just popped. I don't know. Who knows? I don't know. No. I've got to get the kitten off the... Ryder, come here. Come here, Ryder. Ryder Spider. Come here, buddy. Come here. Kitty. But anyway. Havoc, you're getting hair all over my canvas, buddy. Come on. This is what... I've got that much done on Pippy. So, yeah. I'll continue to work on this through February. I want to start working on the other Rocaries that I have. Get down, buddy. Right. Because February is my birth month. Lots of doctor's appointments. Yeah, thank goodness my birthday falls on a Saturday. And Havoc is born one week before me. Nope. Right, watch out, Toe. Look at him. Look at him. Get off. Get. Come here, Ryder. Come here, Ryder Spider. Get off my stuff, boy. Come on. Come on, Ryder. I have it. Thank you for the licks. No. Now you're going to knock everything down. Now come here. Get off my shelf. Get off. Not on my canvas. You little ornery turd. Ryder. Yeah, you're going to get stuck in glue. Now come here. Get down. There he is. So, anyway, thank you for listening, letting me rant and vent and be an adult. So, because, you know, respect goes a long way. And I try to respect people that don't deserve my respect. And that says a lot. So, I hope you guys have an absolutely wonderful day. And I will talk to you guys and update you guys again very, very soon on the happenings that happened with Boss and therapy and yeah, all that stuff. And thank you again if you're still subscribed to my channel. Thank you. I greatly appreciate it. So, thank you very much. All right. Love to you all. Do all the things. And I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Bye, y'all.